Hey guys, what's going on? It's the Mad Kiker here. Upload part 2 of the PlayStation 2 ASMR video. I'm gonna keep the introduction short, and we got quite a few games to go through in this part, so I'll keep it brief. Up first, The Suffering. Pretty decent horror game on the PlayStation 2. And yeah, it's pretty scary for its time. It was a unique game you could play in first and first and third person. And I remember this game not being able to watch my older brother play this game because it was a horror game, so I wasn't allowed to watch. But I've seen some gameplay and it looks okay. I think I played a little bit on the Xbox, but it didn't work after a while. And the sequel, The Suffering, ties that bind. More or less same thing, just a continuation, I believe, of the same game. But these were pretty decent series for that time, and a lot of people are asking for a remake or something. Let me have The Sum of All Fears. Just sort of a Rainbow Six, Tom Clancy, first person tactical shooter. Not too bad. I actually played this game from start to finish, so it's not a great game, but it does what it needs to do. Then we have Terminator, Dawn of Fate. It's I believe this game played a little bit like Resident Evil. I think I remember it being quite a hard game to get the hang of. And then we have The Thing, another decent horror game. The game isn't amazing by today's standards, but at the time it was quite special. Had a cool cold meter in the game, so unique. Then we have The Warriors, a very expensive game. If you live in USA, this is getting more expensive, but in the UK it's still quite cheap. And yeah, this is one of the best movie titles in a video game. It's sort of like a GTA slash beat 'em up game based on the movie. I haven't actually watched the movie yet. Then we have the X Factor Sing, one of the many karaoke games on the PlayStation 2. And I do have the microphones that work with it as well. Then we have the X-Files, Resist or Serve. Another decent horror title on the PlayStation 2. Kind of a unique one. Then we have Theme Park World. We didn't get the original theme park was on PlayStation 1, so we got a sequel here. I'm gonna have to edit that, sorry, I had a phone call. But yeah, pretty decent simulation strategy theme park game on the PlayStation 2. I prefer Roller Coaster Tycoon though. Then we have This Is Football 2003 and 2004. There were quite a few different football games on the PlayStation 2. Lots of choice. And this was a Sony exclusive version. It was made by Sony, I believe, so yeah, pretty unique. Then we have two of my favorite theme park games, Thrillville and Thrillville Off the Rails. Really unique style of game. You get to go around your theme park and do quests like an RPG and build the ride and play mini games. Really fun series. I'm looking forward to seeing if they ever make a new one, but It was made by LucasArts, so maybe EA will make a new one. Who knows? Or Disney. Yeah, that would work as a good Disney game. And we have Thunderhawk, Operation Phoenix. Just a helicopter simulation game. Not really a big fan of flight simulators. And we have some golf games here. 4 of them. We have 2002, 2003, 2004 and 2006. So I need 2005, I think. Not really a big fan of golf games in any means, but as you can see, the price was crazy. I never thought I'd pay 10p for a video game in my life, but you know, got a good selection here. I don't know which one's the best and all that stuff, but here's a game I've been looking for a while actually. I'm glad to have it in the collection. Tim Burton's The Nightmare Before Christmas. Augie's Revenge. This is basically Devil May Cry, because it's made by Capcom. But the game is basically Devil May Cry as in the Nightmare Before Christmas universe, so pretty unique game. It's getting hard to find. I was lucky to find it. Then we have 2 of my favorite arcade shooters, Time Crisis 2 and 3. Love playing these in the arcade. Yeah, the PlayStation 2 version has some exclusive content, and if you have an old RCTV, I definitely recommend getting a light gun and playing these because they're really fun. Terrible voice acting, very bad. Then we have my favorite series on the PlayStation 2, Time Splitters. Time Splitters, Time Splitters 2, and Time Splitters Future Perfect. My favorite game of all time. I have put 90% of my gaming time as a kid was playing this game. I played this game to death with my friend, and yeah, I'd do it again. It's such good games. These 2 are flawless. This is a little bit on the hasn't aged too well side. It plays like a perfect dark, but these 2 absolutely fantastic games in my opinion. Even though it was made by EA over Eidos, I still think Future Perfect is just that. It is a perfect game. So much content. I'll talk about these games in a video on the future. Then we have a racing game that sort of was forgotten. Toka Race Driver 1, 2 and 3, and these were essentially like Project Cars. So I think Project Cars is basically a spin-off of the Toka series, you know, lots of different racing styles and you know, good simulations. I remember these games being pretty decent back in the day, and I had the PlayStation 1 Toka touring cars as well, and yeah, I was a big fan of racing games as a kid. I don't really play them anymore. I don't know why, I just get a little bit bored, I guess. Then we have a couple of Splinter Cell games, the original and Pandora Tomorrow. I know there's 3, well there's more than 3, but there was the original Sam Fisher trilogy, I guess. I'm not very good at stealth games. I wasn't very good at them as a kid, so I don't have many memories of these games, but I know if you can learn the game, it can make for a pretty good game series. Then we have another one of my favorite series, the Tony Hawk series. I have a good selection here, as you can see. Pro Skater series, I've got 3 and 4. probably my favorite. This one was. I played a shit ton of this when I was a kid. Never played 3. Underground 2. I thought I had the first game, but I need to get the first one, it seems. So I didn't really care for this second one. The first one was great though. And then we have some sort of spin-off individual titles here. American Wasteland, this was really good. Project 8, this was so-so. And I've never played Proving Ground, but yeah, these were great games back in the day. It's a shame that Tony Hawk has sort of given up on games. Top Gun Combat Zones. I hope it's better than the NES Top Gun. But yeah, flight game. Then we have Torino 2006. A Winter Olympics video game. Lots of these. Then we have 2 very different games, but Total Club Manager 2004. I guess EA wanted to get in on the LMA Manager, but it didn't hit off. Management games and Total Overdose. Pretty fun game. Everyone thinks this is GTA, but it's nothing like GTA, but really fun game nonetheless. Tokyo Extreme Racer. Yep. So yeah, these were quite popular street racing games made by Crave, and I believe Crave make a lot of shooting games, I think. I don't know. But popular series back in the day, I hear. Tom and Jerry, War of the Whiskers. Big fan of Tom and Jerry, and I believe this is sort of like a arena fighting game kind of thing. Nothing too special, but hey, the best Tom and Jerry game we might ever have, I guess. Then we have some Ghost Recon and Rainbow Six games. Got Ghost Recon. First one, wow. The first on PlayStation 2. Ghost Recon 2. Jungle Storm and Advanced Warfighter. And then Rainbow Six 3. I'm not very good at tactical shooters. I just find them a little bit boring. I guess I have to be in the right frame of mind to play them, but got a fair share of them at least. Then we have a Tourist Trophy, the Real Riding Simulator, a bike simulation game. So, yeah, if you like biking. A couple of Trivial Pursuit games here. Trivial Pursuit and Unhinged Edition. One's EA, one's Atari. It's just a Trivial Pursuit game. It seems like this one's a better version because you've got animations. This one seems quite stock. But if you want to play Trivial Pursuit on video games, there you go. Then I have a couple of Transformers games here. I've got two editions of the Atari game, which was a really good game actually. I hear good things about this one. I don't know why I have two. I think one works, one doesn't. And then Transformers, the movie, the video game. Not a great game compared to the Atari game. Let's keep it going. Then we have Turok Evolution. Pretty decent spin-off of the Turok series, but I remember playing it. It's not amazing, but it will do. Truck Racing 2, nothing more than just a budget title, not much to say. Then we have two games from my childhood, True Crime, Streets of LA, and New York City. I love these games when I was a kid. especially this one. You could, go in shops and things. It was really fun game. Didn't age very well. This New York, Streets of New York is Streets of LA is doesn't really have good hit detection, and New York City is glitchy as hell. Then we have Urban Rain. Pretty good beat 'em up game, actually, I will say. 4 players I think you can have, and yeah, I thought it was pretty good. Urban Chaos, another underrated first person shooter. Very brutal game as well. I remember enjoying this one. Then we have Twisted Metal Black, very popular vehicle combat game on the PlayStation systems, but no word of a new one, so I think it's good as dead. Then we have Twin Caliber, sort of like a twin stick shooter, but on rails. It's unique, to say the least. Not amazing, but unique. Underworld, The Eternal War. Really actually like this game. It's really good top-down twin stick shooter, almost, and yeah, I really like this game. Then we have Ultimate Spider-Man, another game that I hear good things about. You can play as Venom as well as Spider-Man in this game. Which I guess is pretty cool. Almost excuse me. And then we have UFC Throwdown, another UFC fighting game on the PlayStation 2. Again, don't really watch it. Then we have UEFA 2004 Portugal. I love that Asda sticker, I remember when Asda used to sell PlayStation 2 games, it was crazy. But yeah, not a very good game, I don't think. Valkyrie Profile 2. I didn't even realise they carried this series on. I think it continued on the PS Vita, I think, or something. So yeah, another RPG. V-Rally 3. Used to love V-Rally 1 and 2. Never played 3. And I haven't played 4 either. Excuse me. Then we have Unreal Tournament. Again, very popular online game on the PC back in the day. I'm not so much sure about this game. Don't even have online, so kind of again defeats the purpose of the game back in the day. Unlimited Saga. I hear this isn't a great game. I hear it's kind of an average JRPG, but it did come with a demo disc for one of the Final Fantasy games, which is why most people bought this game, because you could get the prologue. So, and we have Vietcom Purple Haze, another tactical shooter set in Vietnam. Victorious Boxers. Looks like an average boxing game, not much to say. Then we have Wex. He kind of reminds me of like a cute version of Wolverine or something. Looks like a platforming action adventure game. Not much to say. Then we have Vampire Knight, another fine example of the light gun games. This is a more horror themed one. We didn't get House of the Dead on the PlayStation 2, so we got a couple of different Namco games instead. Then we have Virtua Tennis 2, one of Sega's, no, I put it with, yeah, I thought Virtua was, but it's not, it's Acclaim, so Yeah, it is Sega, yeah, Sega Professional Tennis. So Sega branded sports series here, Virtual Pro Football, Virtual Fighter Evolution. Pretty forgotten about actually. These games were pretty good actually. I don't think they're bad fighting games. Virtua Fighter 4. No battle is worth fighting except the last one. True. True. Virtua Cop 2. Virtua Cop Elite Edition, should I say. Popular game back in its day. Good port. Beautiful Joe. Really good. Capcom beat 'em up game. And you could also get some Devil May Cry characters in the PlayStation version. And then the last but not least, the last few here. Two of the same games, but one's this version, one's this version, but as far as I can tell, the game is exactly the same. I think what happened here was one of the companies, I think Explosive, took over Rage and perhaps repackaged their game, or the other way around. I think that's what happened here. I don't know why there's two versions, but hey, might be a good game, I don't know. World Tour, also made by Crave Entertainment. Yeah, Scooter game. Warriors of Roxy 2. Beat this not too long ago. Warriors of Might and Magic. 3DO, looks like a pretty bad action platformer, RPG. And we have Warhammer Fire Warrior. I remember this being a pretty good game back in the day. Best first person shooter Warhammer game, in my opinion. Wallace and Gromit, Curse of the Were-Rabbit. I wanted to play this game with my friend because you can do co-op, but we could never figure out how to do the co-op mode. It never tells you, even though it is a two-player game. Doesn't make sense. We have a couple of Worms games here. Worms 3D and Worms Fort Under Siege. I like the Worms series as a whole, but I'm not a big fan of the 3D versions of the game. I think it works better as a 2D game. We have here World War Zero. I think I played this on PC. And World Super Place. Two average games, I guess. And then the last 5 here. Oh, 6, sorry. Oh wait, no, there is 5. Oh no, it's 6. There we go. Wipeout Fusion. I've never really played the Wipeout games too much. Without Warning, not much to say. World Thunder League, Thunder Tanks, Vehicle game, Woody Woodpecker, and World Championship Snooker 2002 and 2000. So, there we have it. Part 2 of the ASMR PS2 collection. Still got a lot to go, but I hope you guys enjoyed today's video, and if you did, feel free to leave a like, and of course, comment below, let me know your PS2 favorites, and of course, subscribe if you haven't already, and join the family. All media description, links in the description below, sorry. And yeah, have a nice day, and I'll see you next time.